my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we've got Taylor Swift's birthday reading on the tarot table. I know some of you don't care, but a lot of you do. So this is her birthday reading. And I suppose, because her birthday's in December, this is also her reading for 2026. Now, I believe they're getting married in June. Let's see if that's going to go ahead. Lots of rumors. Things aren't going well there, but that could be jittery bride. See if there's a baby on the way. However that may be. Taylor Swift's birthday reading. What's next for her on her birthday, the upcoming birthday year, her upcoming personal year for Taylor Swift. Cards are ready. Ooh, loss. Ooh, look, and the fox came out too. The sun. The fox. Oh, the man. Oh. The choice. The fox goes there. What? The fox. The tree. And the bear. Oh boy, oh boy. Child. Is she gonna lose a child? Like a miscarriage. Lucky. Birds. Lots and lots of internet chatter. The moon. That's her career. Interesting that came out in reverse. And there's the internet chatter and the lilies. So the man is on here and he's looking toward her future messages. I would, if I was doing this reading for someone who I did not know, I would almost say they're pregnant right now, but they may lose the baby. It would be a miscarriage situation. I think she's going to be pregnant by the end of the year. So miscarriage situation now. But then after she's married, she may get pregnant again and put her career on hold. You know, I'm going to say something again. If I had no idea who this was, I'd say they're still deciding if they want to marry this person. There also would be, there's something about his career that there's going to be some kind of loss or some kind of big decision. I think I actually think that we are going to hear, she's going to be like huge all over. I mean, that's a given. We're just constantly going to hear on the internet more and more and more. I think that, I think her career is going to kind of go quiet by the end of the year. Could that be because she's pregnant? Or showing that she's pregnant? I think she definitely has a health problem in her reproductive system. I'm going to say that Travis has a secret he's not telling her about. I don't think her latest album's going to do as good as it is, and it probably is because she goes quiet with it. And so, of course, if she's pregnant and can't tour, I wouldn't be surprised if this baby is somehow IVF. Eventually, these two will have peace. I think a big part of something that they are arguing with is his loss of, I think, his loss of his career. Like his career's got a short road left on it. Um, and he has to make that decision. Perhaps. Yeah, I think he'll make the decision after they're married. Interesting, we don't have a lot of love and rings and whatnot on the table. I think overall it's going to be um, very what they put a spotlight on will be. We won't see what's going on behind the scenes naturally. Um, I actually think if right now, again, if I didn't know who I was reading for, right now, I would say that they are really arguing about his career, about his loss of career, and that's tough on a man, and especially when you're so young. What do you do the rest of your life? And you've got all this money. But some men, especially alpha men that are high up in athletics, right? They would be your warriors out on the field. They have a very difficult time not being that alpha man anymore. And let's face it, this is an alpha female and an alpha male, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Um, this almost looks like Travis, doesn't it? Um, if he, there's something about him that is not being honest about the fact of the inequality of the incomes. So if he gives up his contract, he retires, and like she pulls in another $1 billion or whatever. I think it's going to be very bothersome for him. I don't think he's being very truthful with that. He'll eventually come to peace with that. Um, but I think right now it's bothersome, and that's one of the things that he's trying to decide: the loss of his career, how that's going to play on things. I'm gonna say she'll be pregnant by shortly after they get married, but she's gonna have to really watch the pregnancy. It could be something that then she, I can't go on tour, can't promote this album, can't do this, can't do that. Yeah, he's actually really, his ego is really struggling with um, stepping out of the spotlight and retiring. Lots of chatter about a health decision she makes. Lots of chatter about that. So perhaps she does announce that she lost a baby. I don't think this album that she has is going to do that well. I'm going to say this out loud. I think Travis has, I'm not saying he's having an affair. I think he is himself having doubts that he's making the right decision. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because we have two and two, and there he is thinking about it, and we have two here as well. So those of you who are trying to learn Lenormand, that's where I'm getting that from. Okay. And I don't think it's like a heavy duty affair because the clover's light. I think though it's something because this is thought. So this is what's on his mind. Here he is down here. These are things that are on his mind. And we have a lot of twos here. So that's, to me, is like a decision that he has to make. Interesting that he is a big part of her birthday reading. Perhaps it is she who is thinking, am I making the right decision? Whatever is going on in her health, she'll overcome it. There's going to be some kind of loss of vitality or something. It will probably affect her way of making an income. So, like, that's why I'm saying if she's pregnant and she can't do a tour, whatever this loss is will affect her income in some regards. But it's her health. It's not like a big loss of money, like in a bad investment or something. Yeah, she's got like a big they both have big career decisions to make this year. I think they both are looking at losses in their careers. So if he gives up, if he retires, well, there's that loss, even though um in the grand scheme of things, I understand he's worth 400 million and she's worth $1 billion. And so when you look at all of that and you go 10 million, like to you and I, that'd be a massive loss. To them, I'm not thinking it's that much, but I think it's more the ego for him. And then if she gets pregnant, she's looking at loss of concert income. So they're both looking at almost a career crossroads. Both of them are. She's looking at lost opportunities. He's looking at, do I retire? Do I turn my back on all that football, on that whole thing to keep peace in the family, right? To keep peace with Taylor. All right. Well, now we wait and see. Jenny, if there's a child in her future. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.